Another way to do your 4-strand braid and make it look a little prettier than the way that's messed up is to grab some hair from the front and tie it in the back. I want about a quarter of the hair, if that makes sense. So if I took all this hair as 100% of it, I would want this to be about 25%. That way this can be one of my 4 loops. It will make more sense in a second, I promise. So about a quarter of the hair in this guy. We're gonna create our topsy tail. Yeah, you can pull it out or not, doesn't matter at this point. Strand braid. So I want this to be in my 2nd strand. Yeah, so I'm gonna split this in half. Split this in half. I want this guy to be in my 2nd strand. So I can also make him a little thinner. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? My 4 sections. Now I'm gonna go over this section and under this section. And that over is the one that's gonna hide that topsy tail. And then I've gotta go over. And that is why I want it in my 2nd section. Yeah, and then I've got to regrip this situation. So now I gotta go over, under, over. So you can see I've completely hidden that topsy tail. I do need to pull it out a little so it looks a little more relaxed, but 1, 2, 3. Over, under, over. I'm going to stop the braid here because it is out of screen anyways. So you can see this braid and we can these braids look better when they're not super tight because you want them to lay a little more flat. If they're too tight, they start to get a little funky. So then, you can pull some out of here and here or whatever and start to make this a little bit more romantic looking. You could do more of like a relaxed pull if you want instead of the traditional pull. So it's getting some space in the braid versus actually deconstructing it. It's up to you. Or you could leave it tight. So then same thing though, I would assess it at the end to make sure there's balance. Yep, so there you go. There's a prettier way at the top to do a 4-strand braid where it completely hides your elastic. This is a little tricky. You have to remember it needs to go into your 2nd because the first layover is over. So you want the first one to go over the 2nd one. If you put it in the 3rd one, this will be on top. So just keep that in mind, play around with this, have fun.